My book, The World Come of Age, is an intellectual history of liberation theology. And basically what I've done is I've gone back, but instead of just starting the 1960s and just looking at that period, I went back and looked at the roots of their ideas. I looked at how they came up with what they were advocating. And what they were advocating was that theology had to be done from the perspective of the oppressed, that had been excluded from the theological project. And that once you started looking at the Bible from their perspective, your understanding of God would change. So I've gone back to all kinds of thinkers in the 19th century who were already thinking about liberation in context of religion. They were bringing politics and religion together. So liberationists really kind of articulated something that had been thought about for a long time, but they kind of formalized it and they recognized it. And they said, this is what oppressed people have been saying about God for a long time. And we need to recognize it as legitimate theology. It's something that's valuable. It needs to be heard. When you say liberation theology, what do people think of? They think Latin America and they think Catholic. Part of the reason I wrote the book was to clarify that liberation theology is more than just a Catholic phenomenon. It's more than Latin America. It included women. It included African Americans in that first generation of thinkers. And to kind of give people a new way to think about liberation theology, because it's been very narrow in how people think about it.